Hey all my YouTubers, how are you tonight? It's Monday night, and tonight's topic is sex and how it can affect your relationship. Sex is never really an issue in a relationship unless the couple is no longer having sex anymore. We very rarely think about how sex interacts with our relationships, but we kind of take it for granted when things are good, and when things aren't good, we tend to blame it on everything else. When in fact, we are the ones who are in control of our own sex lives. There are several factors that can affect a couple's sex life. Several of them are like stress, money, children, work, and fatigue. These all can diminish libido and sex drive. However, it is extremely important to try and not to let it get you down. By letting other influences to your life take away from your sex life, you are actually compounding problems, which in turn add more stress to your relationship, which will most definitely translate into other aspects of your life. Think about this quote I found. When in a relationship, great sex represents only about 10% of the relationship. But when you are having bad sex or no sex at all, that represents 90% of the relationship. The more I think about this quote, the more I realize how actually true it is. When you're having great sex and good in a relationship, everything seems so easy. Your communication is better, there's more compassion and tenderness, you want to spend more time with each other, you want to do everything for the other person, and everything seems almost blissful and perfect. Even things outside of the relationship seem more easier. By not having any negativity or stress in the relationship, the rest of life's stresses and challenges seem a lot easier. You feel supported, connected, and like you're facing everything together. Now think about how it is when you're having little to no sex or bad sex at all in your relationship. Couples tend to argue more, be less tolerant of one another, they might even start to resent each other, all of which can make intimacy that much harder to achieve. It's a vicious cycle that couples often fall victim to. It's a common thing that most relationships go through, and even I've went through in previous relationships. So, they're not only self-destructive to you, but they can also destroy a couple until there is nothing left of the relationship. So what's the solution? It's simple! Make sex a priority. It's important to redirect some new energy into your sex life. So take time to make time. No more making excuses and saying, I'm too tired or we're just too busy. Remember that if you want your relationship to work, you will make the time somewhere and somehow. Try to open up the lines of communication between you and your partner, as it's important to let your partner know how you feel. By not telling them how you feel, they don't know how to please you the right way. Remember to stay positive when doing so, because negativity will only add to the problem. In most cases, it's easy to recapture the intimacy and will be more easier as the both of you start to feel closer and more connected once again. Then, they just stop simply coexisting and remembering what they once had before kids, work, life in general became too busy. Here is some advice on how to spice up things in the bedroom. First, go to the doctor and see if there's anything medically wrong with you. As for myself, I have low testosterone, so I'm on testosterone supplements, and that helps with my libido. So before you go out and spend a ton of money on sexual toys or other devices or enhancement products, get checked out by a medical doctor first. Make sure nothing medically wrong with you. Otherwise, if everything comes back fine, then I would look into the, sexual stimulants. There's lubricants, sex toys. There's all kinds of different things you can get into. There's so many products available on the market today, it's unbelievable. It's not like back in the 70s or 80s. Oh gosh. And it's up to you to improve your sex life and reverse this negative cycle. Eliminate the stress that bad sex or no sex that can have on your relationship. This will allow you to focus on other challenges that life may hand you. With the negative cycle reversed, you can go on with life facing these other challenges, feeling otherly more connected and supported with one another. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please leave your comments and suggestions below. And if you would like me to do any other different types of videos, please comment below and subscribe to my channel. Bye, and I'll see you tomorrow.